Hey everyone, it's Leah back again. Professional traders often say that there is no point in trading with a small sum in the market. They claim you need a deposit of at least $1,000 or even $10,000. While this might be true for the stock market, it's not the case for binary options. Today I'll tell you about a cool strategy that will allow you to start earning even with $50. But first, let's discuss something. There is a very serious mistake that beginner traders overlook because it seems unimportant. If not addressed, trading will only lead to losses every day and eventually result in complete disappointment. And that mistake is a lack of a trading plan. When you start a new job, the first thing you do is familiarize yourself with the rules and instructions. You learn what task you'll be responsible for, what tools you need to use, and what schedule you'll be working on. I'll let you in one little secret. Successful traders also have job instructions. It's called a trading plan. This is something you should have within the first few months of trading binary options, but there is no specific trading plan. You have to write it yourself. It's a personal document where you outline your trading goals, how you plan to study the market, how much you plan to earn, and what strategies you'll use to achieve that. Success in trading depends heavily on mindset. Most people are programmed from childhood to believe that they have little control over their lives, that making money requires hard work, and that they have to tolerate their bosses' antics and cater to them in everything. In trading, you'll have to reprogram yourself with different beliefs. For example, that there is no limit to profit here, no managers or financial directors. You are your own boss and you set the bar for how much you'll earn. Want to be successful? When it's not enough to just learn strategy. You need to reprogram your thinking to believe that you can earn a lot and often. That's why in my Telegram channel, I not only provide signals and talk about trading mechanics. Since a big part of trading success comes from psychology, there is a lot of material on this important topic there too. Be sure to follow the link in the description and subscribe. I'll be happy to have you. In trading, you'll often have to make many decisions: when to enter a trade, which days and hours are best not to trade, what risk level to set for your deposit, and much more. But these are everyday things, and there is also a global one that will determine your success in binary options: the decision to follow your trading plan. If you drive a car, you know perfectly well that just having a driver's lesson isn't enough. You also have to learn the rules and follow them. You know how to trip without this and that. Sooner or later, a person gets into an accident. The same goes for trading. If you trade haphazardly without a plan, sooner or later your deposit will get into an accident and you'll be out of the market. If you decide to follow your trading plan, it will be the first and most powerful step towards success in trading. You can start creating such a plan with what I'll tell you next. But for now, give this video a like, I'd really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe, there will be lots of interesting and useful content here. My goal today is to show you step by step how to trade profitably, even if you only have $50 in your account. For this, you'll get a strategy where I'll outline how to set up the chart, which tools and data to use, and then to enter the market. And to ensure you understand everything well, I'll open a couple of trades right during this episode so you can see that the strategy works. Once again, I want to remind you, don't listen to those who say you need a lot of money for trading. Today you'll see that even $50 is enough if you choose the right strategy and strictly follow it. But first, let's discuss a very important detail without which any strategy simply won't work. Additionally, I promise to give you something for your new trading plan. The first thing you need to learn and implement in trading is money management, effective financial management. Money management rules are necessary to safely and correctly allocate your deposit. Now take a pen and write down. First, don't enter a trade with more than 5% of your deposit. For small sums, you can increase the percentage to 10%, but no more. If you have $50, the maximum amount per option is $5. The second rule is trade limitation. Set yourself a goal for the day. For example, aim for a 10 to 30% increase in your deposit. Don't be afraid of this percentage. It's normal for small accounts. Then your capital significantly increases, you can set the percentage much lower. This is to avoid overtrading. The longer you trade, the worse your focus becomes, and eventually you start losing. These two rules should be enough to start with, I think. And the first step I'll ask you to take is to create some kind of document or notebook where you will keep your trading plan and write down these two money management rules. It may not seem particularly important right now, but money management will be one of the factors that will save your deposit more than once. The second step is to write down the strategy in your trading plan. You need to do this in as much detail as possible. Which patterns you'll use, what signals you expect from them, indicator settings, and even then to open options. This will greatly help you to discipline yourself. The third step is to test the strategy on a demo account. This is an account where you won't lose money if you do something wrong, but don't linger too long. You can't withdraw the play money, and we are in this market to make a profit. And if you want to seriously improve without a demo account, I invite you to my Telegram channel. There you can trade signals, get the latest information and support. The link is in the description. And now, let's move on to the strategy for small deposits. When I was just starting out, my dream was to master this trading method because the results of the traders I followed were very impressive. The method is based on just two tools: the price action pattern, engulfing, and support and resistance level. Engulfing is a reversal pattern consisting of two candles, where the subsequent candle is opposite in direction to the previous one and completely engulfs it. The essence of this candlestick pattern is that if such a situation occurs on the chart, it means the price will move in the opposite direction. For example, the chart was going up, but after a small green candle, a large red one formed that completely engulfed it. After this, there is a high probability of a reversal, at least a correction. If engulfing appears at the support or resistance level, the probability of reversal is close to 100%. That's why I choose engulfing to the strategy to grow a small deposit. At the start of my trading journey, it showed excellent results. What's theory without practice? Now I'll show you a few trades using only engulfing and separately in combination with levels. And here's the first trade. A large green candle engulfed several small red ones at once. A great signal to enter up. I open a trade for 1 minute and it goes into profit. The second trade is only with the pattern, also for an increase. The situation is the same. I see a classic engulfing and enter for a purchase for 1 minute. I just have to wait for the option to close, and I'm in profit again. Now let's slightly complicate the strategy. Let's add levels. And here's the first trade. Bullish engulfing formed at the support level. I boldly enter up for 1 minute. The price fluctuates a bit, but still goes up and the option closes in profit. Here's another great situation, but with bearish engulfing this time. Here we have a strong resistance zone, from which the reversal pattern formed. I enter according to the classics, for 1 minute. Finally, the contract is closed, profit is received, and I move on to the last confirming trade. The entry is made from a strong support level, where bullish engulfing is formed. The green candle engulfs a whopping 3 previous candles. This can be called a reinforced signal for growth. The option really didn't want to close in profit, but it had to. The price couldn't cope with the level. I guess that's it for trading today. In this video, you've got one of the coolest tools for working with binary options, even with $50. It took me quite a while to develop this strategy, but you can adapt it right now. I'm even a little envious because you'll experience for the first time how very simple things help you make money. And I firmly believe that you'll succeed. I did when I was still a beginner trader with a small deposit. Remember about the trading plan, changing mindset, and following money management, and you'll come to successful and profitable trading. That's all from me for today. I wish you a good mood and successful trades with the new strategy, and with the old ones too. See you in the next episode.